Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a fairly important video if you've been following along with my prep and my prep vlogs. I have a lot of things that recently just happened in the past 2 weeks that I'd really like to talk about, and I've actually tried to film this video 3 times now because I just want to make sure I'm saying everything that I need to say in the most respectful way I can, and I just don't want to leave any important details out, and I just want to make sure that we are on the same page and I just get everything out that I need to get out. I didn't upload last week because so many things were happening at the same time and I wasn't 100% sure about a few of the things happening, but I feel like I'm in a good headspace right now and I can talk about them, and I'm feeling much better. The first thing that I am going to talk about is just kind of what's going on in my family right now. So obviously life happens to everybody, and you know, like you can't really prevent life from happening, and that's kind of just what's going on right now. We recently just had to put my grandma in a nursing home. She has been in and out of the hospital for 2 years, and it's getting to the point where she needs 24/7 care. She kept falling. She recently just spent about a month in the hospital, and we made the decision that she needs to be in a nursing home. So I went and visited her at the nursing home, and it really stirred something in me emotionally, just seeing her just sitting in a chair and just staring at the wall. Like, it's a bit heartbreaking when you get to that stage in life where, you know, you can't really do anything. You don't really have a quality of life. And I was just looking around the nursing home and I just felt so sad. And it's very disheartening to see somebody like that, especially a family member. So that's been really, really rough this last little while. She just got in the nursing home about 1 or 2 weeks ago, so it's still very fresh. I'm not even sure if she remembers me going to visit her, so it is very heartbreaking having that happen, but I also am aware that, you know, people grow old, this is what happens, and eventually one day it's gonna happen to all of us. It's just kind of hard to experience it firsthand. The second thing that's been going on in my home life that really caught me off guard, and I think it caught everyone off guard, is my mom and my stepdad. They've been together for over 10 years and they are getting a separation. I'm not sure how to feel about it. I know that divorce can sometimes be better for people. Like, my parents got divorced when I was 6, and my dad has been through another divorce, and now my mom and stepdad, they're separating, and I'm just kind of taken aside by how quickly things are happening. Like, he's already packing his stuff. He's already planning on leaving in 3 weeks. So it's kind of just got me and my mom in this weird kind of space where we're just like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Because we have this house and it's just me and my mom. So we're kind of just like, what does this mean for us? So it is a little bit, it's just weird. It's just really weird at home right now. And, you know, with my grandma being in a nursing home and my stepdad leaving, I'm just making sure that me and my mom, we're taking care of each other. You know, like we have our mornings together where I'm having my breakfast and my mom comes down, and like, we'll just have kind of an emotional moment, but we'll talk with each other, and I'll be like, you know what, at least we have each other. Like, I got you, you got me. Especially last summer, like right when my dad died, and I told my mom, like, you know, no matter what happens, I'm gonna be okay because I got you and you got me. So at the end of the day, that's where my heart is. It's me and my mom, and it always will be me and my mom. So the third thing that I need to talk about is something very important. A few of you might already know if you follow me on Instagram as well, but I have made the decision to switch coaches for my competition prep. And before I get into explaining the why and the process, I just want to say that this was not at all an easy decision for me. This was probably one of the most difficult decisions I have ever made in my life. My best friend Josh, you've seen him in a few of my vlogs, he actually told me, he was like, Tessa, I have never seen you this conflicted in the time that I've known you. I've never seen you this conflicted. It was brutally difficult for me to make this decision, but ultimately I decided to switch coaches. So I decided to leave InjaFit and join Team Atlas. So I know the first question I'm gonna get is, Tessa, why did you switch? And I have multiple reasons. Some of them I'm not going to discuss, but the essential reason why I switched was I just wanted something new. I wanted something more. I was craving a different experience, a different approach. Every single coach has their own way of doing something, and I have only ever been with InjaFit. I've been with InjaFit since I was 16 years old so I've done all my competitions with InjaFit, and I haven't ever experienced anything outside of InjaFit. And I think I just kind of had this curiosity or this like need for something more. And I've had this feeling for kind of quite some time, and I think I just got to the point where I needed to act on it. Prior to making the switch to Team Atlas, I had felt very unmotivated in my prep and in myself, and I was just having very negative thoughts, and I was thinking like, is competing even for me? Should I just quit? Like, nothing's going right. And I actually started having dreams of my dad, like very, very vivid dreams of my dad. And this was kind of like building the escalation to me switching, because at this point, Team Atlas and I were in communication. I was having these dreams. All of these things were happening at once. It got to the point where I realized I need to make a decision here. I need to make a final decision of what I'm gonna do. And usually when I make big decisions, or whenever I made big decisions in the past, I would call my dad and we would talk about it, and he wouldn't give me an answer as to what to do, but he would help me realize my answer. He would ask me questions, we would talk through it, and he just had so much wisdom, and it would just help me reveal my inner answer. So what I did was I reached out to multiple people, and I ended up meeting with a very close friend, and we had coffee, and we talked for almost 3 hours. Like, I'm pretty sure they were ready to kick us out of Starbucks. And after talking with her, it was kind of like the same effect as if I had just talked to my dad. And I kind of just realized, like, this is something I need to do. My decision is clear, and it's okay. It's totally okay for me to move on, to try something new, and to, you know, test different waters. Obviously, I have grown many relationships within InjaFit and my coach. I love my coach. I consider everybody at InjaFit family, but for me right now, it's just a decision that I had to make, and it's something that I want to try. For everyone who has been super supportive of me making this decision, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you guys probably know how difficult it was for me to make this decision. Like, if you saw me when I was making the decision, like, I was just a wreck. I would wake up every single morning and my mouth, like the inside of my mouth would just be destroyed because of how hard I was grinding my teeth in my sleep. Like, I was so stressed out. This decision was not easy for me. But since I have switched to Team Atlas, I definitely feel the stress gone. Making this decision, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to work with Team Atlas, and I'm super excited for this competition prep. Like, so many things are different, and I will get into a few of the changes that we've made, but I just want to say, like, I feel motivated. I feel so motivated. I feel like the fire has relit kind of within me to chase this goal and kill this prep. And right now I'm feeling really, really good. For example, a few of the changes that we've made with Team Atlas is my cardio has definitely increased. So I'm doing fasted cardio 6 days a week in the morning. And the way that I do my cardio is a bit different. So instead of having a prescribed time amount of cardio, so like 30 minutes on the treadmill, he gives me a calorie goal to reach. So I need to burn 600 calories in whatever time it takes me to complete that. So I actually like that approach much more, because anybody can go on the treadmill for 30 minutes and just waste their time just walking slowly, you know? So it's kind of nice to have that, you know, like that surefire goal of, oh, I burned 600 calories. And while I know those machines aren't 100% accurate, it is nice to know that, you know, there's just that like progress marker. So I do like that quite a bit. So what my new coach did was he lowered my fats so that I only have one energy source that's like pretty high, and that's carbohydrates. So my protein is high, carbs are high, and fats are quite low. He has also given me a meal plan. So that is very different from how I used to coach with InjaFit. With InjaFit, I used to do if it fits your macros, so flexible dieting. So I would be able to choose my own foods and just fill my macros as I go along the day. With my new coach at Team Atlas, he has given me a meal plan, so he tells me what to eat. And to be honest, I actually love having a meal plan. I find that I'm stressing out about food so much less because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to try and hit my macros perfectly, and I don't have to go through all the math when I'm changing something. It's just kind of nice to have my program in front of me and know like, okay, I'm supposed to eat this, 100 grams of rice, whatever, like whatever he tells me to eat. And it's just nice. Like, I feel like there's a huge stress taken off of me in that way. There's a lot of new things that I'm experiencing, and I like it. I really like it, and I will be sure to keep you guys updated throughout prep with my prep vlogs of all the changes we do. Once again, I just want to say huge thank you to everyone who's being so supportive of me making this switch, making this decision, because it was really not easy, and just having a good support system really makes all the huge difference. The fourth thing I'm going to talk about is something that a few people have asked me about. So if you have been following along with my prep vlogs, you'll know that I was working with a videographer at the beginning of my prep. His name was Paul, and I did about 3 vlogs with him, I believe. So what happened to that was he was actually using his friend's camera, and his friend actually went to Mexico. So he is without a camera right now, and that is about as much as I know with that situation. We haven't really been in contact for a while, and I've kind of just accepted that like, hey, I'm not gonna have a videographer following me around, and that is 100% okay. So I just wanted to kind of update you guys on what is going on with that, because I know I have had a few questions. The final thing that I want to touch base on is I finally got a date for my CT scan. So as you guys may or may not know, my dad, he passed away from a brain aneurysm, and he had previously had another brain aneurysm, and he just had a lot of brain complications. So I talked with my doctor, and we decided that it's best if I get myself checked out just to make sure nothing's going on with me, because I am so much genetically like my dad, and I just want to be safe. I just want to, you know, make sure nothing is going downhill. So I do have a date for my CT scan. It is 4 days after my first show, so which is exactly in 9 weeks. So in 9 weeks today, I will be getting a CT scan, and I personally don't think I have anything going on, but it will be nice to, you know, just feel better about it and know for sure that I'm okay, that I'm healthy. And if we do find something, then that's good that I had this CT scan done. That is basically everything that I wanted to update you guys on. I covered a lot of topics in this video, and I just wanted to be honest about what's going on. There's a lot of family stuff going on, and you know, like switching coaches halfway through a prep, obviously that is not easy, and just a lot. There was a lot that I was going through the past 2 weeks, and you know, you can't really press pause on life, but sometimes you just gotta, you know, take a step back, take a deep breath, evaluate, improvise, adapt, overcome, whatever that is, and just keep going. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm keeping my head high, and I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna take care of my mom. My mom's got my back, I got hers, and we're just gonna we're just gonna keep kicking butt. That's what we always do. So I will be continuing with my prep vlogs. I will be updating you guys on my prep and, you know, having you by my side along the way. I'm super excited for the next little while. Definitely a lot of changes in my prep, and I'm just excited to try something new. And I just want to let you know that it is okay if you outgrow something, and it's okay to make a change. I don't think that we're put on this earth to just experience something one way. I think if we need to make a change, then it's totally okay. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next prep vlog. Very excited. And as always, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.